end of session last week, what we may want to do is go over what had happened last time.
Think you went through the door.
Yes.
After many rolls to try and stop him. Art's nearly dead, right?
I'm not dead.
Art was not hurt nearly as badly as Max was.
Yeah, Max cast a spell where he could ignore wounds. Like, he wouldn't feel the pain of his wounds.
I still feel the pain. It's the fact that they cannot impair me.
Right, but then it wears off and it all hits you at once or something?
Basically, it's not that they hit me at once, they just start impairing me again. Like, wounds start bleeding again, legs stop working properly.
Yeah, and you're in the lobby of the room, and my husband went through. Well, not my husband, but other husband went through.
Yep.
And that's where we ended on.
Mm-hmm. And Jacqueline had been, I think, hurt and then shattered as he went through the door and used the key. And as I recall, had Roxy rushed in to where they were?
Roxy went in to try and help fight after being like, no, I'm out for a while.
I'm trying to, because it's been a little bit, let me make a, yeah, there was, had anybody fired a gun in there, or was it all knives?
It was all
no, we fired I fired at least one volley of rounds at one point.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
They were silenced, though.
Wait, did you?
Yeah, I had the silencer. That's how we put her down that's how I killed her the first time.
Oh, right, yeah, the first time you had the silenced gun and you put two in her head.
Yep.
Yeah, and then there was, a lot of, as people had run screaming as they saw people being stabbed and hurt. Like, it's one of those things where at some point, probably relatively soon, police or someone are going to show up. Like I said, the door had closed, and you're now looking back towards that part of the Hall of Mirrors is now just a mirror again.
Where did the boyfriend, husband go? He went through the door, but where is he?
At this point right now, you're not sure, because he went through, basically went into the room, and then it disappeared from the physical realm.
He didn't walk out?
Not yet.
That's fine.
And the actual mirror stuff is not there. Or rather, the lobby. You're now looking at, the mirror has come, so you're looking at your bloody selves in the place where your husband.
Well, I didn't even see him run through. Because he went on. I was distracting.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Jacqueline. So I probably get there in the room. He's not there. There's no mirror thing. And presumably Max is just standing there with.
I'm fucking gone, man. I can't even look through the door first.
So you through the room as well.
I had to get in at least to the lobby of the room so I could give the guy the key.
Oh, so the entrance to the lobby isn't even there anymore. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, and it's just now. You got redeposited once it disappeared. You got redeposited in the Hall of Mirrors.
So all three of us are still here. Okay.
Yeah.
Am I with them, or did we? Am I still in the lobby?
You're with them because you, as you ran in, gave him the key, and then his husband went through the actual door for it. You got redeposited back into, as it disappeared, the Hall of Mirrors.
Okay. And Max is bleeding out.
We gotta get the fuck out of here. There's cops and blood, and Max might die. And Roxy might pass out from all this blood.
Just take us somewhere else, Rox. Anywhere.
Yeah.
Anywhere.
It's definitely quiet there for a moment.
Where'd he go? Where is he?
Room.
We went through that door thing.
And he didn't come out?
No.
Roxy, can you get us back here later?
Sure.
Okay, let's get the fuck out of here. And I'm tearing off my shirt, trying to Probably a tourniquet. Does Max is it bad enough that he needs a tourniquet? Is that
Tourniquets wouldn't work on any of the wounds that he has.
Really?
Yeah,
It's true, because Max has been stabbed mainly in the chest, which you can't tourniquet
No,
properly.
you can't. I'll just do the neck. That's how it works, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mainly,
Well, then I'm applying pressure.
just pressure.
mainly through
I
the
take out a flask, some like whiskey in it, like. This is gonna fucking sting.
It's mainly in the chest, and I think Max's like right hand. No, wait, was it my hand or her hand that's completely fucked up?
I think it was her.
One of us caught a knife with our hands, like through it.
Roxy is looking for any media event in the world right now.
Oh yeah, do you head outside to get like just to get out of there, or do you go from the actual Hall of Mirrors?
Going outside is bad.
We can either teleport from here, or we can go outside and then teleport. Maybe we just do it in here. We just need to find a show real quick. If there isn't a show, a media event on right now, we're fucked.
Let me check time. We'll go time just to have an idea. If you're looking for something kind of closer to back home, actually in Texas, I was thinking exactly 12. Is it 12 hour? No. I'm confused. It's 2:50 a.m. over there, so that makes it 6, 7, about 8 hours ahead. That's where it is right now. You guys have gone there during the day, so I don't think we put what actual date was on here.
Yeah, I don't know what the date
It's any media event.
Yeah, I think so. Quickly double check.
I mean, we managed to show up at a christening.
Yeah. Oh, also on the info link, I put up there some more things that came out from the Kickstarter. One of the things actually includes a super handy, they call it PDF electronic tools. I mean, it's a PDF reference tools. I mean, it's essentially an index that breaks things down really, really well and interestingly, as well as like some updated GM screen stuff back. So yeah, it makes finding specific like what page like your spells and such are on. You actually get like spells by school, so you've got your Cinemancy and it's got all of them listed and what page they're on.
Yeah, any public media event.
Yeah, so you're sort of checking. It's about 8 hours. You guys got there like afternoon, so you're looking for something fairly early in the morning. If you're heading back towards
anywhere in the world.
Yeah. Oh shit! I wish we.
Hey, what day of the week is it?
That's something I forgot to write down, but I think we actually knew.
Because if it's the
Saturday.
weekend. Because if it's the weekend, didn't Dagahar say they did movie weekends? Not Dagahar. No. I'm thinking. What am I thinking of? Both of those are LARPing organizations. Which one is the hippie cult in the mountains?
Damenheim?
Yeah. They said they do movie weekends.
Not quite a media event, but you'll be able to sort of find something. As you're sitting there, like desperately looking for something that you're able to go to. Yeah, because actually you were hoping to get back to for your show.
Yeah.
No, so we'll say. I mean, time wise, because you get there. There are there's actually supposed to be and you've gotten a couple messages for a radio interview thing you're supposed to be at. And while this is happening, Art.
Yeah.
You get a text from Henry.
I immediately call him. Well, what's the text say?
Because you're not going to believe where I'm at.
Yeah, I give him immediately call.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Art.
Wait, where are you? Where are you?
I'm apparently at a carnival in Helsinki.
Roxy, can you take care of him?
And I don't remember how I got
Roxy,
here.
can you take care of him?
Where?
He's here. Henry's here. I'm not leaving Henry.
I'd like
I'm
to
gonna find him. You're gonna take care of Max. You're gonna take care of Max. Can you take care of Max?
Like, do you want me to wait for you guys to get here?
No, you don't need to wait for me. Can you take care of him? Can you get him to a hospital?
Yeah, there's a bunch of people like running and screaming from this house of mirrors.
Yeah. Okay.
come back for him. He can teleport. He's not gonna die out here. He's got cash. And he's not educated. And even if he goes to jail, we'll just bust him out.
Max. Roxy, get him to a hospital. And I think
No hospitals.
I gotta play my obsession, right? Like, I've been obsessed for years. I'm running. Like, alright, stay there, tell me where you are, and like, I'm just like figuring out with landmarks and stuff, trying to find them.
Yeah, as you run out and just like right out the door, and you see some cops. They're walking out. You had taken 16 points of damage, so you are somewhat bloodied.
Oh god.
As you sort of come out, there's not going to be cops yet, but you got like security guards, Carney security, sort of running your way. Like you can kind of see in the distance, there are some of the cops that got hired for security are rushing towards it. And as you're sort of looking, you see him there's like a spot where he's looking around. He
Yeah, I just came out of the mirror place. I see you. I'm waving. I'm waving. Can you see me?
He goes, "What the fuck happened to you?"
I promise I'll explain later. I'm just running for him. I sprint.
Okay. He runs to catch up with you, and just practically tackle hugs you, but then is also like worried about all of your
Yeah, I think like
wounds.
I'm ignoring the pain, right? Like I'm holding on to him like he's the only thing keeping me alive.
He goes, "Honey, what? Oh my God, what the hell happened to you?"
I'm gonna be fine.
How do we get?
It's gonna take a few days to tell you the story of all this, but Jesus Christ.
I don't know how we got here. The last week is kind of fuzzy.
Meanwhile, Max is just kind of bleeding out in this maze. Going, why don't I have my camera on this? Like, this is a major. This is reuniting with the loved one at the end of the event.
As a player, I'm really sad that I had to do this away from Max. I'll say that.
No. I mean, do you want to try to limp out after him to try to catch this? So you've got Roxy's like, we need to go.
Roxy's just like, what? Where? If you
I will say, Max, we haven't kissed yet. We haven't had the lovers reunited kiss.
Like, no, that happens in a second. Like, Max has got like his incredibly, like, he pulls out just like the world's shittiest flip camera.
disposable camera.
It's like in one of his shoes or something. Rox, let's go out. We gotta get close. I need to see this. Come on.
Oh, fuck.
So
Roxy helps.
Considering how quickly, if you want to make a fitness thing to see if you can get out there in time, because you are badly wounded.
Yeah, I am effed up. I got into a knife fight with a being that should probably win every knife fight in existence.
Yeah.
Just due to the fact that it's probably immortal. Anyway. Please tell me I can flip that Life's a Movie I'm directing.
Gee, do you think that actually works for this? Do you think it applies for this moment?
This is my magnum opus.
Yeah,
this is what I've been doing the whole campaign. There's no way I'm going to miss the climb.
In my head, I just hear you shouting instructions to them while they're doing, like, while they're running, like, as you kind of.
Last time.
Why isn't it raining?
Yeah, you get out there enough to see him like the door is still kind of partly open as he's looking, and you like as you're kind of like, if Roxy, are you helping?
Yeah, just
as you're like thumping and bleeding towards it, like the door is right about to shut when you see like that look on his face, and that's the look. And like you probably actually like get enough in you with that 16 to sort of sprint forward as much as you can to then hit a handrail and bleed massively while you got the phone up while you're filming.
Like if I've got it, it was worth it.
Yeah, and you sort of catch them. Yeah, and then Henry looks at you and is like, honey, what happened?
I promise.
What happened to you?
Honey, it's the longest story of my life. I've missed you so fucking much. And like cup his cheek in my hand, and like I'm going for a kiss, but like waiting for his like I'm waiting for his consent. I'm not like I'm waiting for his consent. I'm not.
Oh yeah, no, he kisses you. The only thing holding him back is he clearly seems worried because to him it hasn't been this long. Like it's he's not sure what's going on. He's worried about you. So the only thing that's kind of holding him back a little bit is just like he's really unclear as what's happening. But when he kisses you, it's this man is clearly back to the person.
And then like I like rest after I like rest my forehead on his. I'm like, I promise as soon as we can get away from the noise, I will tell you everything that happened. I'm okay. Okay, so I scare you. I was stabbed a few times, but it's not as bad. Like I'm standing, I'm fine. I've been in a few scrapes while you were gone. I'll be okay. I probably need to see a doctor, but it's nothing horrible.
Yes.
Like the idea, that should do. Like that's the idea. It was like I just needed to get that, and then there's the cops around the corner. We're just going.
Oh yeah, if you the four of you stumble back into the thing, shut the door, and then are just elsewhere as you see the cops like heading up towards you. Is that what you all want to do?
I mean, I don't know. Like I don't know. Like, does this one of you yell for me?
Well, the thing is, you're going to be aware though that like
there's cops, right? And they know.
They know. There are cops rushing in and seeing you all bloody.
Yeah.
Like getting arrested or at least detained.
Yep.
Oh no, not at all. I'm just wondering. Do I notice are Roxy and Max like yelling like we gotta go? Like
hear the noise of Max slamming into a handrail and then bleeding out on it. He was probably laughing maniacally after the kiss was finished and he's got it on film. Because that's the movie. That's a wrap.
Yeah, so well, I'm wondering with Max's power, do I even need to be close to him? Or can Max just whisk us all away right now?
I'm not. No, like Roxy's got it. The Major is way too valuable to burn on him.
Oh, okay. Then, well, I guess Roxy yelling at me.
Yeah, I don't have.
I'm just being 100% honest. Unless like one of you's actively trying to get me to come back, I'm not.
Yeah, you guys see the cops coming and rushing in. You would need him to be. You need them to be fairly close to taking with you.
What I imagine is like Max is still kind of bleeding out on the handrail, but the camera watching everything, and he kind of yells out, that's a wrap, lovebirds, get in the fucking door.
Okay, Henry, I need you to trust me because you fucked up, but I need you to trust me. I grab his wrist, I'm like running back towards Max and Roxy.
And as he comes up and he's looking at Max because he's bleeding out. You look familiar. Oh my god, what the fuck happened to you?
They pooped. Hold on, wait, I need to roll for this.
Oh god, you need to roll for this! No! Don't you fucking say that! Don't you fucking say that!
Yeah, like Max is still kind of on the railing as everybody's passing through the door because he knows he has to wait like a certain amount of seconds after the cops train their guns. Or wait, no, we're in Helsinki. Do cops have guns?
I don't know, but
I fucking Jesus Christ! I'm drinking some water.
Yeah, and we'll say, Max, you're actually even able to turn. So like, as the door shuts, they're rushing up. It's like, freeze, halt! As the four of you kind of step into the door, and as you turn, you turn 360. Well, 180. And as you kind of clear the others next to you, you're then looking at you're in a fairly small like radio station booth. DJ is going, well, I don't know where the fuck they. and then just like the coffee cup drops to the ground as the four of you just literally appear.
I
in
think
front of
Roxy, like, she looks like queasy.
Oh no, you wouldn't appear. You'd step in through the door.
Looking for. No. I just turn around and start walking out the building like it's totally normal.
Yeah. So the other three of you are probably in the hallway right outside as Roxy like steps into the
So
radio.
it's just Roxy stepping inside to the radio area, or does the guy?
And with everyone else everyone else is in the hallway outside. It's like you open up the door again, and then you're in the radio.
Does the guy see the others?
No, not actually. Yeah, we'll say we won't drop the thing because you wouldn't appear. This isn't a game where you magically appear in front of someone. It makes it look like it had happened.
Yeah, it makes you look
so
like
no,
you
they're in the y'all are in the hallway and nobody had noticed you come in because technically you didn't.
Cool. Roxy's gonna turn and look at the door a little bit, and just like wait for any sign that they need help. Just for like a few moments, and then if not,
Roxy, you're late.
I
Hey, no,
I
good to
nod
see
at her and like am helping Max walk out.
okay, yeah. She turns around and puts on a smile, and it's just like, I'm so sorry.
Max is
There
just,
were. It was literally life or death.
Yeah. Should be an interesting story.
Does Max
for our
get charged for
listeners.
that?
What happened?
yeah, I think I do.
Yeah.
Even if it's just a minor.
I still can't believe you rolled a
Jesus.
96 against your
Break my fucking
It's the
heart.
dramatic escape. It has
Yeah.
to, with that kind of number. I imagine like the bullets were coming after us, and then they slammed into a wooden door.
Okay. Max, we need to get you to a hospital. Okay. I'm
No
gonna call
hospitals.
911. Max, you are going to die. You are
No.
bleeding a lot.
Hospitals.
I just wanted to say no hospitals. Now take me to the
Like
hospital.
hospitals mean we have to make an explanation for this.
Max, I can't. Neither of us are doctors.
What state are we in?
I like got my phone, got the GPS.
Texas, you're where you guys are going to be playing in San Antonio?
We're in San Antonio.
Story straight. ATV accident. I
I don't know if you've seen an ATV accident.
like have you seen what happens if you like hit
Okay.
a mostly dead shrub at high speeds?
Okay, yeah, okay, sure.
They look less like knife.
It
than
looks
doctors
like-
know.
It looks like something sharp and fast entered your body.
Fine, ATV injury. It's better than anything I have. Alright, I'm calling 911.
Or we could just go there. 911 would have associated with Roxy. I'm not dying yet. We got
Okay,
time.
where's the nearest hospital?
Yeah, you sort of check. There's one maybe 10 minutes away by Uber.
Max, I know people do that,
I
but like,
always
he's
wanted
bleeding
to get in a taxi while bleeding to death.
Max, I'm not fucking calling an Uber to get you.
But then
We'll
I
pay,
get to yell,
listen,
follow
we'll pay
that
for your fucking
yell.
ambulance. I'm calling 911.
It creates records that the sleepers can find.
Max, we've already created. You're going to create records just by getting treatment.
Like, that's why I didn't want to go to a hospital. But we're almost clean. Almost clean.
Because I also have an erection from being able to say all these things like no.
I'm just like
hospital.
trying to think like, is there any way to get around this? Like no, like there's no way.
I'm
You
gonna refill
need
my drinks
treatment
real
or you're
quick.
going to die.
Do you guys know any flesh shops?
My only bond was Sapphire Dream, and I fucked that one up.
And Max
So-
is a complete antisocial misfit, so there are no bonds.
Well, shit.
I'm therapeutic. Oh God.
Let me just rub these stones.
You know
into
what?
your
Let me
wound.
pitch something to you.
Okay.
If I can find like a first aid kit in the bathroom here,
He is well beyond first aid kit. If he had 5 more points of damage, he would be like basically unconscious from the pain.
All right. Yeah. Then. I'm sorry, Max. I'm sorry. I call 911.
I'll compromise with you. Like, at least take me like a block away.
Okay, fine.
Then we'll say I got mugged or some shit.
You know we're not, Max. You know we're getting knocking out the building without someone else calling 911.
I am a body. We had to make sure Roxy got here. We'll make it up as we go, okay?
Yeah, upstairs in while the guy's talking to her, which she's obviously not listening to him. In her head, she's just like sweating profusely at the idea that they're gonna find Max.
Max shoots her an incredibly badly worded text message that said, "Manager got mugged."
Okay. Is there like a fire escape somewhere here?
Yeah, I'm thinking of the ones I've been in, and yeah, there's small hallways, but not necessarily a lot of people there. If it's early morning.
Okay, then yeah, we'll try and get out a back door, and then like walking in there. I'm like, Henry, I'm so sorry. This is horrible. I'm so sorry. Oh my God. But we owe this.
He goes,
we owe him our lives.
He goes, but you should go to a hospital too. He's looking at you, and you're also kind of.
I mean, yeah. Don't worry. I'm not gonna say no to a doctor, but at least I can walk. Okay. Let's go. And okay, so we're saying alleyway. A guy came out with a knife and attacked us. All right, cool. That's our story, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, so we get a block away, go into like an alley, and call 911.
Yep. Get out. You call. Before too long, you hear the sirens coming. They pick you up and take the 3 of you to the hospital.
Oh Jesus.
So Roxy, he goes, so literally life or death. What happened? Party going a little late. I mean, you look like you maybe been up a while.
My manager is a saint. If we were living in the UK, he should be knighted. What happened was that on the way here, we were mugged.
Mugged?
And my manager... I'm the type of person who would just give them my purse and my things. My manager was like, he thinks he's a bit of a Rambo, and so he tried to like defend us, and it really.
Is that the blood on your shirt?
Yeah, it really didn't go well.
Oh my God, where's your manager?
They're on their way to a hospital right now. Don't worry, he's with someone else. But the consummate professional he is, he made me promise I wouldn't miss this.
He goes, yeah, let's get we'll get you some, I don't know, get you some soda water or something. And one of the guys like goes to go get something and looks at the hall and goes, Jesus, there's a lot of blood in the hallway.
Do I get a point for Jesus? There's a lot of blood out here.
You weren't there.
I'm amazed. I listened to him, but yeah.
Wait, did he come with you to the station?
He.
Oh my God! No, we can wait a minute. You hear. Oh, sounds like there's. Jesus, you should have let us know, or I mean, even not shown up, we'd have forgiven you.
I was
you okay doing the interview?
all for not doing this, but my manager was like, "No, you're Roxy Oz. We'll do this," and yeah.
With possibly his last breath. Yeah, then he's just like, so you have to perform in tonight?
It's what he would have wanted.
Wait, is he dead?
No.
I text. Sorry, as soon as we get into the ambulance, I text Roxy. We're in the ambulance.
Yeah, she looks at it and says, "Oh God, they're in the ambulance. They're in the ambulance."
Okay, well that's good.
I send like a bunch, like the upside down smiley emoji?
Yeah.
I just send like 10 of those as a separate text.
Oh my.
So yeah, you have your interview. It actually makes the local news because you got mugged
right.
on the way there. He goes, and then when they get finished up, like, do you need a ride to the hospital or someone to take you there? We got a prize guy coming. He could drop you off.
God, does Roxy want to go to the hospital with them? I think she says, a taxi will be fine, thank you.
Okay.
And then when she gets in the taxi, she's like, not the hospital.
Are you going back to your room and crashing?
Yeah, probably. Oh god, no. I think she after a while, because I'm guessing it would they would be at the hospital by the time the interview's over. Maybe she would text. Is it okay?
Is it okay?
Oh, so with with you two, we'll say Max, you are probably going to be put under and stitched up.
Yay!
Because you got hurt real bad. Art, you're probably the point where your stuff can be done with some local anesthetic and just some stitching up, making sure you're okay. One thing, so I'm assuming Art's probably gonna be the one doing most of the talking to the cops.
Yes.
So you're gonna need to make a lie roll or something else that might fit.
Let's take a look at the old character sheet. Hey guys, I got some great news. My lie is a 35. Former socialite substitutes for lie. That's 45. Okay.
This is gonna go great.
Let me just get the old thing out. Let's see. Of course I can do this.
Oh my god, nice.
Of course, don't worry. Of course, I'm good. I definitely didn't panic as I was clicking that button.
Yeah, and and it's like you have dealt with cops, and Henry's right there. And the other thing that's weird is you look at your phone. There are IMs and texts from people you haven't talked to since after Henry left.
Is it conversations or one-sided?
No, it's been conversations.
Okay. Do I have new memories, or do I not have?
No, you don't. It's incredibly weird because you might have some hard feelings over people who are good friends, but if this had never happened to Henry, if you hadn't have had the obsession and kind of walked away from everything, there are these people who would still be close to you. You do sort of check on some various things. You are Roxy's official manager, and you actually have a small company.
Is Max listed in the company? Is he an employee?
Yeah, he's Max. What would you probably
In
be
which
in
company? In
Video
shooting
producer?
in Shooting Star Productions.
Yeah.
Oh God, president! Oh God, president! There's I'm the manager.
Executive president or something like that. There's clearly an executive somewhere in the title to show that he's actually worthless, but just has the title anyway.
Yeah, yes. As you're looking through and seeing stuff, you're seeing a lot more official stuff. I mean, there's also the things that you had, somehow, when all this other stuff was happening, you still have stuff from people at Dominhor. You still have the stuff you wrote about being in Rome. You still have some of the other things that you published about some of these out of the way
any
places.
text from Sapphire Dream since I last saw them? Damn it!
No.
Fuck.
That one's actually still the same. The last thing that you saw her. But the thing is, you don't know if she
is alive.
Remembers having actually seen you.
Oh shit!
Because one of the things that does, it kind of rewrites the world.
And I only met her because of my obsession with finding Henry. Oh.
Well, we'll say that but the thing is, you still somehow you still know her because you actually still do have her on social media. You've got texts and such that have gone back and forth. Yours, it's very weird, but the people that you were familiar with still know you. You're not entirely sure how. Your relationships seem to be, the new ones that had formed since then seem to be the same. and the old ones seem to have been how they were before Henry went through the room
Huh.
the first time. Like right now, how long had it been since Henry had been taken?
I think we were saying like 5, 10 years. No. Sorry, like 5 years.
5 years. Yeah. So basically, the last 5 years of your life, you're not sure what you have done as far as
That's
everyone
great.
else thinks.
That's awesome.
Like at some point, you may spend some time going through your emails. I mean, thank God for social media and stuff. But you're gonna be reading like 5 years worth of texts,
Oh, God.
5 years worth of IMs, emails.
Yeah, I think like as soon as I am like done talking to the cops and stitched up and like waiting with Henry, like I'm just like bawling, right? Like I'm bawling. I just like fucking like 5 years of whatever, just like finally coming out.
Yeah, and he's just like, what happened? He's whispering, he's like, how did we get to Helsinki?
Are we like alone in the room?
Well, yeah, we'll say you're sort of off on the side in a waiting room, kind of waiting to see what's going on with Max.
Oh God. Yeah, I mean like. Okay, one. I just need you to promise that you're going to trust me here and that you're going to let me finish before you start asking lots of questions, because I promise you you'll have questions.
Okay, the last thing I remember is all of us decided to take the bus down, Roxy's bus down for the show.
Bus now.
She has a bus. Yeah, that's what I sounded like. She has a bus.
Roxy, when you get to the hotel, there's a giant bus with your face on it outside of it.
Okay. So obviously some really weird stuff just happened, right? It's magic. It's magic. It's magic.
He goes, oh shoot, let me do that. He's got that weird thing is he's got a shit ton of supernatural notches. He's just unaware of it. Right?
Yeah.
So there's a point where he's actually weirdly able to deal with it. He goes, we were just at a
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
teleported
Yep.
across the
Roxy
world,
can
so,
do that.
I'm gonna buy that. First of all, magic is a thing.
It's a thing, and it's a thing that I really don't. I used it because you said the last week is fuzzy for you.
Yeah, I mean, little bits and pieces. I mean, I remember us deciding to take the bus down. It would be fun. Just to
Yeah,
some of the roadies and stuff.
You were gone for 5 years.
Oh fuck off! What?
5 years. Like I'm scrolling through like my Facebook. I didn't post this. I didn't post this.
I was. He kind of was a couple. He goes, I was sitting next to you while you posted this. Did someone break into your phone and on these other ones?
No, the world
5
changed.
years.
It changes a lot. Does he remember going? This is my question. Does it undo us going to that restaurant? The restaurant where I left a bad review. The Ordo person.
No, that was
Okay,
actually still
so
there.
like we went to.
Oh, when you do a quick check, Edgar Cook is still.
Yeah, hell yeah, guys, got great news. Yeah. Okay.
Maybe not great news.
I mean, dead Ordo is good news to me.
Like, it depends if it's like on our hands.
I mean, yeah, sure, but
Fuck him. Yeah, I get that.
like, real talk, y'all. I'm going to a cabin in the woods, yeah. But yeah, so like, I left a bad review at a restaurant in New York. And if magic's real, magic is power. People organize around power. There's a very bad organization, and despite me, they made you the opposite of who you are, and the world changed correspondingly. And what we just did in Helsinki was make the opposite of you the opposite of what the opposite was. So you're back.
Huh. He just goes.
I know it's a lot.
I'm gonna say. That sounds crazy. But
But
we we went from a carnival
in Helsinki to San Antonio
to a radio station.
Wouldn't
Yeah.
you remember traveling though? The spell treats us as if we traveled, just as if we didn't experience the time.
Yeah, so you don't experience the time going back. I mean, I would say at this point, other people. I think what we talked about last time is other people would remember it, but you would just suddenly appear.
Like the people who are going through have the accurate memory.
Like here's the thing that's going to be really weird if they do try to come after you for like some of the murders and such. Like they're going to actually have video of you getting on planes and stuff.
But like at the same time, okay, here's the fucked up thing. Like, say I teleported from one place in a different country to another, like in the space of 5 minutes. How would like the universe say we got to each place in like time?
I just assumed it kind of bruises it in such a way that everybody just accepts that it's possible and doesn't think about it.
And also remember, there is an organization that looks for specifically those kinds of things.
I.e.
Yeah, I mean we're fucked. Like we're fucked. We're fucked. Like that.
No, the thing is, if you just, he's saying if you do stuff like where you can find it out, because like basically part of what the sleepers do is if you do something that other people could kind of figure out, like as long as you're sort of on the down low with what you're doing and not
Bleeding out in front of a carnival in
not kind of-
Helsinki.
Yeah, you gotta depend what they're going to think as far as that goes. But that also means, do they just have a story of people disappearing into a hall of mirrors with all this weird stuff going on, or do they have anything about you all specifically?
Yeah, like they didn't get a good look at our faces, maybe.
Well, I'm assuming you like had you had your hood up and stuff. Like I'm sure Roxy was trying to go incognito.
Roxy has the giant I am Roxy R's on her t-shirt.
Jesus fucking Christ. Oh, okay.
Her hoodie just has her face on it.
No, she didn't go that far, but she's not the most like she's not good at being inconspicuous, but at the same time, like it was all very rushed in like a short period of time, and you know.
She's actually fairly opposed to being inconspicuous.
So anyway, yeah, Roxy and Max help me get you back. Max is unstable, but he helped me get you back. And we owe him one, but also like, yeah, it's been a lot. It's been a lot. And then he breaks down again.
Okay. Yeah, so it goes. You wait for a bit, like Max. You wake up in the recovery room. You're hurting, but you've been stitched up, and they like. There's kind of a weird soreness that is more. You kind of know you're gonna feel it a lot later.
Like Max just kind of broadly sits up. What year is it?
Who's the president?
Who is the president?
You're not gonna believe me if I tell you.
Just like, okay, we're still in the same year. Oh, that's sad.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
I'm going to go to the future.
You've actually, like, when you kind of finally come back, you've actually got some texts from your team about Joe's just going to go ahead and take over. They heard about what happened. They're going to go over and take over the filming tonight.
Max is like resisting the urge to text back, "The fuck are you people? How did you get this number?"
Oh, so Max isn't aware either?
Like Max has one phone. It's probably covered in blood right now and has just you two in it.
Well, no, I'm wondering, like, does Max remember accurately what happened? Or is he caught up?
All of you are going to remember the things that had happened because you were at the epicenter.
Okay,
of it.
cool. Okay, great.
He won't. Henry won't because he walked through the door.
Right.
But I'll say the three of you do. And there'll be a little bit of catching up, and I would say you probably do have a couple like little weird sliver memories, feel more like dreams you had last week.
Yeah.
that'll have bits and pieces.
Max is going to kind of take this in, but immediately pull up his IMDb page to see if he published anything in this time.
Yeah, it's so far it's mostly like it's some show films. There are some like music videos.
Okay. Hey, look, I was doing work. This is great.
I'm gonna watch to see if I'm good or not.
Yeah.
So are we in the room like he's recovering and we're in the room with him?
Yeah, we'll say you guys can get in with him.
Yeah. It's like, you did it.
I got stabbed a lot.
I know you did, and I've got the bill, don't worry.
I don't think any of us need to worry about bills right now.
No, we don't.
I know, I'm just feeling particularly saint-like.
Hey, excuse me?
Oh no.
Well, high rolls are bad, and he's the GM, so ostensibly it's good for us.
Who knows, man?
No, it was I was making your healing rolls to see. Yeah, so basically you haven't healed a lot, but like you're covered with. They've covered the problem with gauze and tape.
It's stable, right? Though, right?
Yes, it's stable, but yeah.
Like he's gonna be there a week or something.
Yeah, it's gonna take you a little bit of time for the hospital stay.
We need to go back to Kentucky as fast as possible.
Actually, that's for just a quick first aid.
Yeah.
This is for. Well, we gotta see for hospital stay with Max.
Good medical treatment.
Nice.
Ooh!
Get that celebrity medical treatment money.
Ooh, that's a good healing roll.
I've been on the radio. They can't let me die because I'm a famous person's manager.
Yeah, so basically, like after some rest and such, you're gonna first the golden hour healing, like the stuff that you did in that last little bit, and it's not necessarily gonna help you any. Yeah, Art, yours are kind of sewed up, but it's not necessarily helping you so much. You're still kind of badly hurt. Yeah, so Max, it gets you up to a little over half.
Oh, good.
And Art, you're still about 75% okay.
I'll take it.
As soon as we're stable, Max wants to get out of this hospital.
Max, you're gonna be here a little bit. They're at least gonna want you overnight.
We gotta get moving quickly.
Max, they're not gonna discharge you.
I don't think they can keep me.
Okay, I'm not going to be implicated in you trying to get out of getting the care you need to not die.
Besides, I feel great.
No, Max.
Coughs up blood.
Yeah, Max.
as he falls onto the ground. I feel great.
Oh, like I'm not letting him even stand up.
Yeah.
I'm like, don't you fucking dare, kid. Like, you did a fantastic job. Nope. Max. If anyone's going to come for us, being in a hospital or being on the road without getting medical treatment, either way, they're gonna get us. You might as well get healed up.
It's like one question for later. What was that town that still has the problem we never solved?
Oh.
Crossroads.
Yeah, that was it. I've got plans. Anyway, fine.
Oh, you've got a major.
Max will kind of heal up. Do they take his guns?
Yeah, if well, you probably just they probably didn't look through like your bags and such.
Yeah. Max, because I still have my space gun, my fake gun, my real silenced gun.
You're in Texas. You're in Texas.
But it's still a lot of firearms.
Only one of them is real.
And check.
Parents living in Texas and say like if you cut off someone, it's not unusual to see them like hold up a pistol.
Yeah, like. Yeah. That's. Thank God we're in San Antonio. The only time I'll ever say that in my life.
Anyway.
Austin's supposed to be.
Oh yeah, Austin is like the bastion.
Austin is like a hipster commune.
Yeah, it's like Oregon Portland got transplanted into Texas, is what I've heard.
Yeah. San Antonio, there's gigantic churches.
Love it.
There is not like a single actual brand restaurant anywhere in Austin, Texas.
Oh man. See, I'm like probably just like waiting by Max. Like.
Okay. So let's cut to Roxy.
Hello.
There's a lot more like roadies and other stuff.
Do I have
Around.
backup singers now?
Would you have backup singers?
Sure.
Dancers, but not wait, singers too.
Like to emphasize how Roxy is better than them.
Get the harmonies.
Roxy's so great.
Jesus fucking Christ.
No, yeah, she probably has dancers that like dance behind her and like men she dances around. You know, the classics.
Incredible.
Okay.
Incredible.
Yeah, and you gotta get the stuff, and it's weird because you're like, you don't remember having worked with them on stuff.
Yeah, like they're just there, and she's just like, hi. Just
Like, oh hey, oh my god, we heard about what happened, and like they're going on and about stuff, freaking out. Are you okay? Do you cancel the show?
Your heart. Yeah, she just like shakes her head slightly and just like shakes the butterflies out and it's like, no, we're not cancelling. We're gonna keep going. We have to do this.
We're gonna do it for
Gonna
art.
do it for Does one of them say that? Please tell me one of them says that.
Oh, I thought one of them said it. That's why I was like.
Yeah, she would just look at them and just like close her fist like, yeah, solidarity. I'm gonna be in my. Please tell me I have a trailer.
You need a trailer. You're performing at an actual arena.
My room. I'll be in my room. Do I have makeup crews now?
Yeah, well so they end up like taking you down there, and there's people sort of doing makeup, and someone comes up and like really excited. Beyonce is here.
Oh, that bitch. Oh, wait. Oh my God, Beyonce's here. That's amazing.
It's Queen Bee.
I'm not sure why you're excited, Roxy. She's here all the time recently. You're 97 out of 99 on the Godwalker score.
Is she here to see me, or is she just in the audience?
No. Beyonce does not just sit in the audience. Yeah, she's coming. They're bringing her backstage. This is before the show.
Cool. How do I? Yeah, Roxy like looks at like in the mirror to see how she looks right now because she wants to be presentable.
Oh yeah, no, you look good. I mean, you
Cool.
look
Okay,
show
she's
ready.
show ready. Okay, I was gonna say she's like in the middle of it, and like half her face is makeup and like her hair's in. Cool.
No, this is. So at this point, Beyonce walks in. Got Jay-Z with her. Nobody else. You see some bodyguards that should kind of hang outside. As she kind of comes in, and Roxy comes over and to give you a hug.
From Queen Bee.
Yep. And the door shuts, and now it's the three of you in there.
Does the facade drop?
No, not really. She looks at you. She's like, "You've grown fast, like real fast."
I put the work in. She's like just dazed or like just a tiny bit glazed over because like it hasn't been that long since she like witnessed a murder and blood everything. She's not completely a-okay.
It's been a couple days. Let's see. Let me check something real quick. She goes, I just wanted to talk to you to see what your what your plans were.
Plans for what exactly?
Well, you decided to fast.
Mm-hmm.
And, well, last person that descended this quickly started getting a little bit aggressive, and I had to kind of knock him back down to earth. Shia LaBeouf is not the star he once was.
In the back of her head, she's like, "Oh my god, Shia LaBeouf."
Cannibal Shia LaBeouf.
Actual cannibal Shia LaBeouf.
Oh my god.
She was what I
Yeah,
was
I heard he was doing that "He Will Not Divide Us" thing, and then he went off the grid a little bit. I don't know what he's doing now.
Yep, went a little crazy.
He created the world's best game of capture the flag.
She goes, I would rather we be friends. Because we get a Godwalker and, well, someone who's a Godwalker parent together, that can be a problem. Unless everything's cool. Unlike some of the other avatars, we have a tendency to, want the spotlight.
Yeah, she just thinks about it for a second and just says, "Beyonce, I'm not going to try and murder you, if that's what you're thinking. I'm just..."
Definitely just smiles.
What?
She smiles.
Yeah. I'm just going to sing music, and I'm guessing that the way things work in this situation is popularity wins, right? So I'm just gonna sing, and if popularity dictates that I'm quote-unquote coming for you, then yeah, she shrugs. Like, I'm...
She kind of smiles. She goes,
It's not intentional.
This is the thing that's a little different between us being the star and some of the others. The others have got, like, sometimes organizations, they know each other, they work together. And sometimes they know they got the Godwalker and it's all fine. At some point, if you get high enough, there's usually the drive to try to supplant. Now, maybe when I kick out the current celestial clergy, or invisible clergy, you might be able to step into the place. I don't know yet. But if we're friends, I can make that happen. If we're enemies, I can be very dangerous for your career.
Yeah, she looks and says, "What made you want to do this?
Do what?
Go for the clergy?"
Well, what made you want to become a star?
I don't know anymore. She just sits back and is just like, yeah, she has a quick look about herself.
Most people are going to live and die, and no one's going to remember who they are. And the amount of people that have been unpopular as you, or even me, who 30, 40 years from now, people don't know who they are. You ask a kid today who Clark Gable was, they got no idea. Wait another 10, 15 years, you ask them who Kurt Cobain is, they're not going to know. But certain people last. Certain people become something bigger. And maybe influence how the world's going to go. That's why I started. But there's a better future coming up. But frankly, I think I'm the one that needs to be up there with the recreation of the world.
What do you want for the world?
What do I want for the world?
Yeah.
I came up through a lot of shit. Seen a lot of bad things happen to people. Look at the world around you. We got fucking Trump as president. We got awful things happening all the time. There's war. I want to make that better. I want my people to not suffer the way they do. And I can actually make that happen. If I get there.
Yeah, she thinks for a while and says, "Give me this gig, and I'll have a response."
Sort of smiles, and then she pulls out a thing and she writes down a phone number.
Yeah.
And then passes it over to you.
Cool.
We won't be here to see it. I'm sure you're going to be great.
Mm-hmm.
But we got some other places to be.
Cool.
Remember, we can get more done working together than at odds.
Roxy nods, and then if Beyonce goes to leave for a second, she's just like, having a crew is awesome.
Oh my god, you talked to Beyonce? I have a crew.
I have a crew.
Have you seen I have people? Yeah, then you head out to play.
Yeah, I think she does something. She looks at everyone and says, "Guys, this is everyone gather around." Yeah, she looks over at someone who's like at the back or something, and I'm like, you, my favorite, you're cool. You come closer. And she says, all the dancers don't come out tonight.
What?
I know this. Okay, this is gonna sound really weird. Just trust me, right? You can trust me. Just for tonight.
They look real nervous. Like, are we?
No.
Are we fired?
You're not fired. No, you're all way too attractive and fun-looking for me to fire you. I just gotta work something out, okay?
They look super nervous, and then when there's one of the guys like, this probably has to do, get back to the old ways, like when it was just you playing, like when you started with Max and Art.
No, it's not that. It's just. I've been thinking about some stuff in my head lately, and honestly, I want to say going through some things, but it's just for tonight. I promise you, after tonight, I'll keep you guys in. It's not about being alone out there. It's just I gotta work something out.
They look kind of nervous, and then one of the guys supporters, you know what? Tonight's gonna be for Max and for Art. They're doing okay. Talked to them at the hospital, and they sent us wish for broken legs to do well and kick some ass tonight.
Cool.
We know that there's going to be a little tense because of stuff that happened today. Roxy's okay. They're going to make it. Do a prayer circle.
Prayer circle. She's like, yeah, cool, prayer circle. She looks at. There are going to be like other musicians there, right? Like a drummer and like the bassist. She looks at them and says, "Are you guys good at improv? Or following leads?"
We do what we normally do usually. I mean, listen to you, and when you decide to mix it up, we do that too.
Cool. Right. You guys can come. And yes, you'll head out.
All right.
I'm guessing there's huge applause and like
as you come out, and then like there's a weird tension in the air because people knew like, yeah, I love you, Roxy. This kind of stuff as you're coming out, and there's that moment where you're looking at this gigantic stadium. I mean, it's not the Coliseum.
Yeah, it's still huge.
But yeah, it's still pretty fucking big.
Yeah, and usually when musician stars come out, there's like a huge intro that they do just to like hype the crowd up. But it's just like Roxy just walking out this time, which is kind of weird. And she looks out at everyone and just says, "Hi." She waves.
We love you.
She pauses for a moment and says, "I've been thinking for the last how many days has it been since that incident in Helsinki?
This morning.
Yeah, I've been thinking for about a day.
I definitely have some weight.
And I've been thinking a lot, and I want to be honest with you guys.
Which point the crowd gets weirdly quiet.
I've been doing this now. Apparently very successfully.
I guess.
You say looking at a sold out.
Yeah, right. And I've been singing these songs, and it's just been not me. A very, very, very important and big and lovely person told me that I was fake, and I had nothing to say to that because she was right. And I've been through a lot today that made me go, I don't want that anymore. Like, I've been Roxy Oz, and I put a smile on for every single thing, and the real me is fucking terrified.
We love you.
I'm still gonna sing for you guys, but I'm gonna try and sing as me. She puts a hand to her chest and says, my name's Roxanne Osgood, and I hope you like this. And yeah, she'll start singing, and it's just like,
Are you and Max related?
no.
Like, I honestly don't. Max's relationships are still a bit screwed up.
Yes.
Because his favorite is still Roland.
You're like, did she marry her manager who got stabbed?
Actually, no, you said Osgood instead of Oz, didn't you?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, basically, she has a real name, and she just said it.
Okay.
Yeah, but Osgood is also Max's last name.
Yeah, that's why when you said Osgood, I kind of looked down for a second. I'm like, wait a minute.
Roxanne. What's a good last name?
Oswald?
Oswald. There we go. Perfect.
I'm like, wait.
It's Bertha Roxanne Oswald III. And I'm gonna sing for you all John Denver songs tonight.
I'm gonna get
Rocky Mountain High.
Hope you like Johnny Cash.
My biggest influence. Dung 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 dung. Vanilla ice ice baby.
Anyway, here's Wonderwall.
Oh my god.
Could play all the one-hit wonders from the '90s I can remember.
Just Wonderwall on repeat.
But yeah, she's gonna sing like a different set, and it's just
Make your star roll.
hopefully the crowd likes it.
You'll probably do okay.
I probably do okay.
Yep.
Very well.
Kill it. Cool. As you're playing, you just kind of feel like locked into the crowd, and it's a good concert that night. Though like, when you do come off stage, your entire crew, especially like the backup dancers or singers and such, look kind of nervous because of the announcement that you made. Because they have jobs. They also have contracts.
Yeah, she looks at them and says, "Okay, so we're gonna have to rewrite the gig from scratch. So I hope you guys are ready to practice dancing a lot."
They're like, okay. And then they kind of try to get some, like, as soon as it sort of seems like, because you still want them there. Yeah, as soon as that seems clear, like, any frustration that they probably legitimately feel does sort of disappear under the...
and I'll pay everyone
the relief that they still have jobs and realizing you saw some people get stabbed today, and that will fuck you up a bit. So like they can't like really come out at you right now.
Yeah, she's gonna try and like soften it for everyone, like by paying them a bit extra, like getting them all champagne and a meal and shit. But everyone still has their jobs.
Get champagne and a meal and shit. Have it all. Listen up, fuck nuggets.
People like champagne, right?
That's still popular, huh?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's you had a kick-ass show, and you kind of feel pretty good after it.
Cool.
You connected with the audience.
Yeah, let's go. Fuck you, Beyonce.
And a quick check is there are your speech is up on YouTube by intermission.
Dope. Wicked.
You're sort of like watching the stuff go up, and you're appearing in a bunch of like news outlets and such, are mentioning that got stabbed, and even at the hospital.
Mm-hmm.
So like Art and Henry, do you two stay with Max at the hospital, or do you go back to your suite?
Oh no, Art died.
Art, can you hear me?
Art bled out during the show.
Oh no! Oh, he's dead.
He did.
Oh, poor Art. But he gonna make it.
Turns out Henry was evil after all, and he killed Art. Yeah, I'm guessing he went AFK or some shit.
Okay, well, let me use that real quick.
God damn it! I was on mute the whole fucking time. Jesus Christ! I was like, guys, like, you're riffing on like some weird things I'm doing. That's weird. But like, you paused only while I was talking, so like I didn't pick it up. But I'm cool with the bathroom break if you want.
Yeah, actually, a bathroom break would not be awful.
Alright, cool. Let's do that. Sorry about that.
I've done that myself, especially since I use the mute on the microphone.
Yep, that's what I have to do. Yep. Be right back. Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back.
That was a really good speech, by the way. That was super cool. That was very good.
And back.
Cool.
Yeah, I did. I wanted to riff off Lady Gaga's thing, because Lady Gaga recently did a thing where the Joanne album, and she also did a similar thing about explaining why she wanted to be called Joanne during her latest when they go and do all the sorts of the gigs.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, yo, that's fucking awesome. I want to do that.
Yeah.
That's fucking real.
I don't think I'd heard about that.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm off the Gaga train, but... Alright. So yeah, basically, like, where the airs, like... Art really wants to just leave and leave, but like he owes it to Max, and so he's like, if you want to be alone right now, I'll stay here.
No, go. I'll be fine.
Are you 100% sure?
Yep.
Max, I'm gonna be honest. When I say go, I mean like go. Like I'm going. I'm going.
That's fine.
That. It's not fine. It's not fine, Max. It's not fine. It's not fine. Max, it's not fine. That's all you have to say. It's fine.
Movie's over.
Did you get your footage?
I got it all. I can't show it to anybody, but I sure have it.
How about this? Did you get juice? Remember what we tried back in Crossroads?
Something. It's something like that. We'll work with it. I've got a plan in mind.
Give me a call when you're ready to go back to Crossroads, okay?
Okay.
Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm actually terrified that the sleepers or somebody are going to come in the middle of the night, so I'm actually going to stay here. Never mind, Henry, I'm sorry.
Like the sleepers.
We caused a hullabaloo, and there are people who don't like people who cause a hullabaloo. Like, I'm fine for just telling you. But like, depends what the authorities in Helsinki do. Depends how much we got lost in the confusion. I mean, Roxy's the real problem. But they already know that we're associated with Roxy, obviously. And now that apparently we're actually her managers and not just... Do you remember our Italy trip? You remember when we got held up by the police for a weird thing, but then we were let go a few hours later? Yeah, that was Max. He made it so that we got out.
Are you talking to Henry?
Yeah.
He goes, what happened with the Italy trip?
We were gathering information to bring you back.
It won't work like that. He doesn't remember. It didn't happen.
Well, no, he remembered. Do you remember going to Italy?
I wasn't actually. I didn't go with you when you guys went.
Okay. I feel like. I think I'll like grab his hand. I'm like, you know what? At least we'll have stories to tell each other. We can catch each other up. It'll save us from marathoning Brooklyn Nine-Nine for the third time.
He kind of smiles. He goes, okay.
I'm gonna stay with Max tonight. Can hospitals bring out blankets? I'm guessing, or do they bring out? I haven't been in the hospital in a while. Do they have beds that they'll bring out for people staying overnight and stuff?
I'm trying to remember if they let you stay if you're not family. Because there are visiting hours.
Well, I think I'd say I'm the closest thing this kid has to family.
Yeah, we'll say they'll won't bring you beds, but they'll bring you some blankets and such. There's a chair you could stay in.
Yeah.
Put a couple of them together. And...
Yeah, I'm I get into the most comfortable arrangement for Henry. I'm I mean, you can go if you want. I'm gonna stay here with him. I owe it to him at least. But he's doing this weird oscillating thing, right? Where
Henry kind of smiles and goes, "Listen, since it sounds like with whatever happened, he's a part of it.
He saved your life.
Well, shit. Let's talk about it. And
okay. I guess
we can get this.
I guess you're not sleeping tonight. Max, you can fall asleep anytime you want. You need to rest. No.
This is my movie. It's not like I'm not going to give director's commentary the whole time.
But don't you want to be, not coming down from pain meds for it? Don't you want to be coherent?
It's almost more fun if it's just sort of...
Oh yeah, Max looks him dead in the eye and presses the morphine button again.
I think, here, let me just tell... okay. don't metagame this, but like, would Max have his phone out just like idly? Like, in his hand?
He probably would have like tossed it on like part of the bed or something. It wouldn't be in his hand. He doesn't have a use for it right now.
Okay. Okay. So like, I think. Like, while we mentioned Italy, super leave out the fact that we killed someone. Super leave out the fact we killed someone. The version I tell is that, like, I don't outright lie, right? We broke into a hotel, those bad people I told you about, the Ordo. One of them was there, who might know something about what happened to you.
I did a lot of unsavory things.
And we got what we needed.
Sort of smiles, and we basically put a camera outside of the window. It starts to rain and kind of heads back, and the three of you are talking, as he's kind of floating in and out. Okay. So at this point, I guess a quick out of character question.
And then we thought there were lizard people, and there are.
Oh, he'll love the lizard people story.
And there are. No, there weren't actually. There should be. You're high. We didn't find lizard people. So, out of character question. At this point, part of it feels like this is this feels like a climax, and like the denouement.
Yeah.
So there is there's the possibility of going. I don't know what Roxy's want to do with the Beyonce train.
Yeah, I think I was just thinking this might be like an epilogue moment. To be fair.
Yeah, it kind of felt like that. Like things had wrapped up, and I mean, we even got the end of the movie thing from Max.
Yeah.
So I don't know if we want to continue with these characters, or do something different, or if it's not working for Mondays generally work for us if we wanted to do whatever.
I think we should keep playing UA, but I think we need to switch characters.
I was about to say, I think like, do we, like, here's my question, did we want to do an epilogue with Crossroads? Because that's like our one unfinished thread, and that's how we started? Is that interesting to people?
As in, Max has a use for the Major, and he needs to go to Crossroads, but it's not a very long thing. Basically, he was going to end all of this with basically burning the Major in order to cast the essentially like fate equivalent of riding into the sunset, which just means that it's like a big protective spell that not only helps it takes kind of like the memory erasure from Crossroads and applies it across people that the party don't want to find them.
Oh, so you're not fixing Crossroads, you're just covering our asses.
I'm stealing the memory wiping effect of Crossroads, restoring it, and reapplying it to our own fate.
Wow. I mean,
but also,
like,
kind of like that generic, like, you know, and live happily ever after, and then the hero went off to fight more crime and accomplish all of his goals, and the bad guys were never heard from again.
It's just like at the end of a film, they sometimes do that. Roxy went on to do this, and then like
yeah, I think we should all get that right. Like we should all.
Yeah,
that's what Max is attempting to do here.
With the universe.
Max Cinemancy fucked reality to make them all open.
Yeah, pretty much. I get one rewrite, and I'm going to make sure everybody gets a happy ending.
Okay, well, I guess, yeah, why don't we cut to... So I guess we can kind of do, like, these narrated. So, Max, are you there by yourself? Do they come with you? What's going on when you go back to Crossroads?
They can come with me if they want.
So the Crossroads itself is still a place that people have forgotten. By the time you get there, the wear has been going for years on the place, but you still see leaves kind of all over the roads, houses in disrepair, a weird silence. There's not even animals and such in this area anymore.
Max is just kind of find time, burning charges as he can, try to like locate the epicenter of all this.
And it's not hard to do. You kind of knew where that was. It was in, you go back to the house, the house where she had originally played Russian roulette with her little brother and failed and then killed herself.
Yeah. So like basically the pit of it is he's gonna sit down in the chair that she did and take out that Chekhov's revolver and start another game. Except being the fact that this is a movie and a setup, he knows the numbers, so that when it finally comes, the last turn, the gun is finally pointed away from him. And as he fires, that stuck bullet finally manages to ignite and rip its way out of the chamber. And as it does, reality just glasses in front of its path, slowing and slowing and slowing until in this multicolored light show it shatters. Just breaking the silence and confusion over the town. Just kind of keeping it in these suspended glass shards. And as Max stands up, kind of the last of the like a major flowing through him, he starts collecting these shards of reality, these shards of fate. And as like his last act of directing, he starts warping them together into a new path, a new version of their reality. And finally, he just kind of lays it out with a resounding crash. The world just resolves itself.
Cool. And I'm definitely picturing you 5 times with a revolver, and then the 6th firing.
Question. How much of Roxy and I do you change?
Basically, I'm not changing you. The objective of it was just to kind of erase the fact that we were a threat, or at least in the minds of like the sleepers, the Ordo, everything like that. And then the rest of it's just like laying out an incredibly powerful boon to whatever you choose to do.
I guess I asked because like Max warned Art about magic like multiple times because you saw like how obsessed he was getting. I was wondering, would Max be tempted to like make?
Oh, tempted as hell, but the fact that the hero goes back with new knowledge is the end of the hero's journey.
Of course.
The fact that you can't return is the last step.
Yeah. Damn. You did it. I don't have to go live in a cabin in the woods and like a no signal zone the rest of my life.
That's the idea.
Roxy.
Cool. Can we have the Beyonce conversation?
Yeah.
The answer.
The answer.
Yeah. We would call up and say, like, can we meet for dinner or something? Because she wants to do it face to face.
Okay. Yeah, the two of you meet at probably a high-end restaurant.
Yeah. She sits down and like the waiter comes over and she just says, "I'll have a glass of water or whatever." And then she's just looking at Beyonce and like not finding words. So she just looks a bit awkward, just looking at Beyonce for a while. And she says, "Do you have friends?"
Some. Jay-Z. Being at the top gets a little lonely.
I think I have friends. I mean, I don't know how they feel about me. But okay. Did you call me fake once?
I don't think so.
I remember back. She goes, "I said you hadn't quite gotten there yet, but you came pretty far in a short time. I think maybe you got it.
Okay.
Maybe you don't."
Okay, imagine in an alternative universe that just happens to be this one.
God damn it!
You looked me in the eyes and told me that I would never make it because I was fake. And at the time, I would have been like, bitch. But now that we're at this point, I think we can. I've done this for very selfish reasons. Like when I started out singing, it was just a sort of way to vent and get away from so much shit when I was a kid. And then something happened where the frontman died because he was selfish, and then it just kind of spiraled out of control, and I just started taking this path because I wanted to be a star. And that was it. Like I never thought anything past that, and recently, thanks to you, I realized that I would never make it from that. And the realest moments have been with my friends. It's been the most terrifying ride of my life, and something that I could have walked away from minute one. Like as soon as I had become popular, I could have been like, right, bye guys, because nothing they were doing had anything to do with me. Yet I stuck around, and I love having friends, and I love being stupid, and I love being a star, but being the star isn't what's important to me. And you told me that you want to become the God Walker because you have goals that are meaningful and have good intention. And if I was the God Walker, no, not the God Walker, if I was with the clergy, the next iteration, people would, I don't know, there'd probably more people with blonde hair, maybe, or I don't know, more people who like dark and stormies. Who the fuck knows, right? And what I think I'm saying is, you win. I wanna be a star. Really, it's a lot of fun. But I don't want to be a god. I think you would do better things with it than I would. I'm happy to be 99. You can be 100 or 1,000 or whatever it is. God, that wait is taking a long time with my water. Yeah,
And she smiles and kind of picks up. The waiter comes there, drops off the water.
Cool.
Picks up the wine, and she holds up her glass and holds it forward. You still enjoy playing, though?
What was that?
You still enjoy playing?
Oh, fuck yes. I want to sing and dance and be very, very stupid and be in all the tabloids. But
I could use an opener.
I think she smiles and says, maybe an opener and a half. Like she just smiles and yeah, I think they just start talking. But it just fades away.
All right. And then Art.
I think we're home in Chicago. And we got just really like the greasiest, most divey burgers, takeout, and just like chowing down on a couch. At least Art's chowing down. I don't know how Henry's doing. And like some vapid excuse of like a documentary is on Netflix, and like there's no mirrors in the house. Like I think the camera pans around, and there's no mirrors. And I don't know if there's like a speech here. I think they just get this moment of getting to exist together again. I think maybe there's a text, the Sapphire Dream, that hasn't been marked read yet on Art's phone. And I think at one point the burger's done. Art puts down like the styrofoam box. It's like, honey, did some fucked up shit while you were gone. You know that?
From what you've been talking about, it seems like kind of hard to judge what was fucked up and what wasn't. But yeah.
I just... Is it too much? I wouldn't blame you.
He sort of smiles at you and then like puts an arm around you, gives you like a kiss on the cheek and goes, "Alright, if I lost me, I'd probably lose my mind too."
Yeah, I mean, that's fair. That's fair.
God, not to have all of this?
Yeah. You are a looker. The one reason I married you.
One reason.
The only reason. The sole reason.
I'm still trying to find reasons I married you. If you're gonna be like, okay, I'm fine. We'll come up with this. Eating your goddamn burger while I'm trying to be a vegetarian.
Listen, I told you, like, we've been eating all that fancy stuff, and when I was out on the road, didn't always get the nice stuff, and there's some real good stuff there. There's some real good stuff there. You should... Oh, my blog's gone. My blog's gone. Right, that's another thing that's gone. Fuck me.
He's got like a bit of, like, letters. He's like, if you love me, you give me that burger.
I'll give you that burger. Fade to black. Question mark? Is that what you're going?
Wasn't thinking that.
No.
That just feels like a Looney Tunes. Like,
is that what's happening?
It goes down to a 0, then your head pops out and goes, wink.
Nah. Yeah. And like, maybe self-indulgent, but I think like as they walk away, some of them left forgotten. I think maybe there's like the text to Sapphire Dream gets read, and like you can see that response is starting to be written, and that's where it ends.
Cool.
We did it, team.
We did it.
My first finished campaign.
This has been a long time.
That's been about a year or maybe a little more. Because we had the wheeled game, but then that switched over. But I can't. That was like in. Was that like last September?
Yeah, it's been.
Or August?
Fuck ton. Over 6 months. For sure.
Damn.
Shit.
All right.
It's a good time to drop the curtain on these four.
Yeah.
These three.
So like, I'm cool with continuing on in Armies. I'd be happy to explore something else. I think